So we started asking ourselves this question, could AI actually go into the dark web, like really navigate it and understand what's going on there?
Uh-huh.
And well, what we found is actually pretty fascinating. It's really changing how we might monitor that whole hidden side of the internet.
Definitely.
Welcome to this deep dive. Today, we're looking into how artificial intelligence, specifically an AI called DarkBERT, is being used to explore the dark web. We're drawing on some recent research here.
That's right.
And our goal really is to unpack how DarkBERT works in that cryptic space, what makes it different, how it stacks up against more general AI, and what it all means for cybersecurity.
So let's jump in.
Yeah, let's get right into it. What is this DarkBERT? What makes it so special?
Okay, so fundamentally, DarkBERT is an AI model. It's built on something called the RoBERTa architecture. Think of it as like an optimized version of Google's BERT model.
Okay.
But the really unique part is its training.
Yeah.
It wasn't trained on the regular internet. It was fed about 5.8 gigabytes of raw text exclusively from the dark web.
Exclusively. Wow.
Yeah, gathered via the Tor network. So we're talking text from hacker forums, illegal marketplaces, leaked databases, all that hidden stuff.
Right. The places you need special software just to access.
Exactly. And because it learned from that data, it has this much deeper sort of ingrained understanding of the dark web's specific language, the jargon, the coded messages, things that might look like nonsense to another AI.
So it's not just like pointing ChatGPT at a dark website. It's been immersed in that environment from the start.
Precisely. That specialized training is the key difference.
Okay, so how does it actually navigate then? Is it clicking around like a person would?
Good question. No, it's less browsing in the human sense and more about automated surveillance. Think of it constantly monitoring parts of the Tor network.
Monitoring?
It performs real-time analysis.
Yeah.
So when new content pops up, maybe a new site selling stolen data or new chatter on a known hacker forum, DarkBERT analyzes it.
Automatic?
Yes, automatically. Its strength is processing huge amounts of this text, identifying patterns, maybe even mapping connections between different criminal groups or tracking emerging threats. It connects dots a human analyst might miss or just couldn't process quickly enough.
Right, because of the sheer volume of data.
Exactly. It uses advanced natural language processing to spot anomalies or keywords related to illicit stuff, even if it's disguised with slang or typos.
So it's more like a highly specialized intelligence analyst than a web surfer.
That's a great way to put it.
What makes it so much better at this specific job compared to, say, the general AI models we hear about all the time?
What comes back to that training data again? A general AI trained mostly on the surface web just doesn't have the context.
It doesn't speak the language.
Right. Research actually shows DarkBERT performing significantly better. We're talking improvements of maybe 25% to nearly 60% in some cases.
Wow.
On tasks like spotting discussions about ransomware, identifying new data leaks, or analyzing cybercrime forum posts compared to general models. It recognizes those specific patterns, the keywords for drugs, weapons, stolen financial info.
Even if they try to hide it.
Yeah, even when it's masked or coded. General AI often gets tripped up by the encryption, the weird sentence structures, the whole communication style down there.
Makes sense. You need a specialist for a specialized environment. It's like sending a jungle expert into the jungle, not just someone who's read about it.
Exactly.
Okay, but this sounds powerful. Are there ethical guardrails? I mean, you're training an AI on criminal conversations.
That's a crucial point. Yes, there was ethical filtering during its development. The researchers made a point to exclude things like sensitive personal identifying information and, importantly, illegal graphic media like child exploitation material.
Okay, that's good to know.
And while it can analyze this stuff autonomously, its intended use is strictly for research and cybersecurity defense. It's not designed to, help anyone commit crimes or easily browse illegal content.
Right. It's a tool for the good guys, essentially.
That's the goal. It's also worth noting, its current capabilities are mostly focused on English language content. About 90% of its training data was English.
So limitations exist, but the focus is on security. What are some real-world applications we might see, or maybe already seeing?
The potential cybersecurity applications are quite significant. First off, automated monitoring. Instead of analysts manually scouring forums, DarkBERT can do a first pass, flagging emerging threats or newly leaked data almost instantly.
And beating things up.
Massively. It can also help in mapping out criminal networks, identifying key players, how they connect, maybe tracking the spread of specific malicious tools or services.
So more proactive intelligence.
Exactly. And that leads to proactive prevention. By detecting those early warning signs, maybe discussions planning an attack, or the appearance of a company's data before it's widely known, it can alert security teams.
Giving them a chance to react, bolster defenses, maybe stop an attack before it happens.
Precisely. It allows security teams to be much more responsive and potentially get ahead of the curve.
So wrapping this up, it seems clear that AI, and DarkBERT specifically, can effectively analyze the dark web. It's not browsing like a user, but it's providing this really sophisticated analysis.
Yeah, it understands the unique language, it identifies threats, and that offers a major advantage for cybersecurity. It's about powerful analysis for better security, not AI tourism.
Right. A tool for understanding, not just looking.
Exactly. And, it does leave you with a thought to consider.
Uh-huh.
As AI continues to evolve like this and gets better at probing these hidden digital corners, what does that really mean for the future?
Yeah.
For online security, sure, but also for digital anonymity. It's a whole new landscape opening up.
That's a deep question to ponder. The ongoing push and pull between security and privacy in the digital age, now with AI in the mix.
Indeed.
Well, this has been fascinating. This has been a deep dive from Le Podcast du Philippe.
If you found this exploration insightful, maybe learned something new.
Please do help us reach 1,000 subscribers. We'd really appreciate it.